What's up, boys? We're back with some more of the Act 3 update and Bird Woman Druid because it's really fun zooming all over the map. So the basic concept is you enter bird form when you dash, it has an uptime of 8 seconds, and then eventually a downtime of 12 seconds once you fully improve that. Gives you super high movement speed, a bunch of dash charges, although they don't actually move you around, but I think you're probably always going to be using power damage here, because you get 300% bonus to that while dashing, so that should be up most of the time.
What do you think of the place?
I'm actually down to try out an aura build with Fear. If we can get Justice, then there's another aura type effect, so that could be interesting here. Not sure if it'll be any good, but I guess we'll find out.
Let him feel the heat.
Summer actually does have some pretty cool stuff. The infusion for this causes it to chain between enemies and deal more damage, and then she also has a damage bonus to powers for every level you gain. I'll definitely want Justice, and then for the third one, we might have an open slot. I think Lightning would be very good so we can at least gain some movement speed. So I'm not sure if we want to go here when we're already trying to get the 2 auras on top of some other important stuff. Okay, red lightning bolts, that's probably way too good to pass up. And we got the fates already. So it deals more damage to nearby enemies. Oh, that's boring. And you have to be very close, it sounds like. Oh, that's not interesting. I don't mind the lightning bolts one at a higher rarity though. I think we'll grab this to have a higher chance of getting some of the interesting stuff here. No. Do I want to reroll? We'll probably want to save those for when we get a god that we don't really want. So I guess we can check what else is here. Well, that didn't really help. I don't want to remove a power slot. I wouldn't mind this at a high rarity. So I guess all we can really do here is take this or alterate. Whatever. Earth, I don't think so. I wouldn't mind a high rarity lifelink, but no. War. Oh, he has the new grappling hook thing. I guess the issue is, if we wanted to upgrade something, we can't really do that if I grab another one. But whatever, we'll try a basic grappling hook thing later on. So there's a new power that War has. I guess it's similar to Flare. Damage versus undamaged. That's actually pretty strong with lightning bolts. Yeah, I think that's fine. So it's similar to Flare, and then when an enemy starts attacking you, it has a chance to trigger at them, and it will like pull them towards you and deal some damage and maybe apply Ruptured. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't really messed around with it much. I saw it one time on Alteration Ritual, and it looked really cool, so I'd love to do a run where we upgrade that at some points.
Interesting.
Let's see, we can get a red on one of those. You can't attack in bird form, so those are both completely useless. We have 4 strike slots too, my god. I guess I can have auto attack on just for the downtime on bird form. Well, I guess it's not completely useless then. It just doesn't really feel good to get upgrades for that. Let's see, out of the 3 dashes here, I think I'd like to try lifelink if we can. We can get a good upgrade here. 98% undamaged, I guess we should take that. Man, that's just not very interesting. Just a bit of damage when you're literally on top of someone. Oh wait, now I can't get the grappling hook. Oops. Whatever. Pretty good rolls. I don't think I'm gonna restart this. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that part of it. More lightning bolts. Let's go for some healing here, I think. They already put out a patch with some decent improvements. There's a much higher item rate, I think, so you can farm the new tier 3 items faster. And then also, let's go master here. They made it so that your own summons won't just instantly kill you when they get charmed, apparently. And they made charms less likely. More lightning bolts, I guess. Man, if there's just a way to increase the form uptime, that would be so fun. More healing. Actually, let's go the XP super early on. Although I think the healing from that is extremely good. So we'll probably want to look for these two at high rarity at some point. Actually, let's take this and then banish it, I think. That'll make it easier to find stuff here. And I don't think I really care about any of the attacks on this build. Is it even worth opening those things? The movement speed penalty is just so annoying. Let's go power damage here. But yeah, there's some really cool stuff you can do for a dash-based build with the new infusions, as long as you don't mess those up and accidentally fill out your slots. Or pact actually is pretty good, I'm fine with that. Life regen, that's temporary though. That might be kind of interesting. Wait, that's really good. Every 60 seconds gain permanent XP. There's a few of them that lets you trigger a lot of extra effects when you dash. So I'd love to have some of those when I'm experimenting with builds like this. But I don't think we're really set up for it on this run. The Aquaman guy. Here, let's go probably pickup drops. He has like a whirlpool strike when you attack, and if you get the infusion for that, it can also trigger when you dash, which is extremely cool. If you get the Winter Frost Nova effect that has a rare chance to trigger when you dash, I think we'll probably just upgrade the lightning infusion here. She adds a very high chance to trigger it again at the end of your dash, while also upgrading the damage, so that actually makes it a very effective power ability as you're dashing. So I'd love to do a full build with that at some point. Actually, let's probably alterate that. More lightning bolts. More power damage. I don't think I want any of those downsides. Actually, that's not bad with the lightning bolts doing damage to high HP enemies. Okay, let's try that out then. We'll just absolutely nuke high HP enemies, but if they survive, we might end up being in trouble. So we can take this to get it out of the pool. We could take this to try and find high rarity ball lightning. But honestly, I think I'd like to try out some lifelink if possible. Like every bird build I've done so far has just been kind of shoehorned into lightning because it's just so good to pass up. But I want to try some new stuff if I can. More fear for now.
I'm shot.
More lightning bolts. Oh, I meant to banish the attack there. Movement speed? Sounds cool.
Let's be real.
Alright, we can banish that, and we'll want to get that at a high rarity probably. But for now we'll just alterate. I might take this to get our cast slot taken care of. Are there any legendaries we can fill that with? There is an instant kill on the Death Goddess, but I think this is fine. We're probably just taking either Ball Lightning
Death is not
or
the end.
Lifelink once we get one of them at a high rarity, but for now just leveling this up. Actually have pretty high master offers here, I think. 28%, so yeah. Shouldn't be that hard to eventually get one of them. But I really like to get lifelink if I can. Let's go power damage here. Should have pretty high uptime with how much we're moving around. Not using attack damage here.
A world with
No lifelink. This only has one level and it'll give some bonus XP, so I'm fine with that. And then let's go with some healing now. Not really using attack speed. We have one summon slot, so I could take that. I do have a dash here, but it has a very small area. I don't think I want that. Your attack hits. Okay, so I guess we'll take this and then banish it to get all of the summons out of the way. The crows actually wouldn't be terrible though, since they can apply Cursed, which has some synergy with other stuff. Yeah, I guess we might want to wait on that then. I'm just gonna grab this, I guess? I don't know. There's just so many useless blessings for a dash-based druid since you can't really auto-attack a lot of the time. More lightning bolt levels. We wouldn't mind that at a high rarity as well, I think, for any chance-based effects. Dash distance, that sounds cool. Let me round out my healing a bit first, I think, since you can't even dash anywhere in the eagle form anyways. More lightning bolts. When you lose life, gain power damage. Can't heal for 180 seconds. Ooh, that could be rough, but you only YOLO once. Guess we'll grab some movement speed here now.
you mortals have
Still no decent lifelink. I'm gonna try and find that. Nope. Okay, we'll take the ravens to take out our summon slot then. Let's go duration, I think.
Careful messing with.
And then I guess we can banish this since I'll be auto-attacking so little, and Warpack's not bad. Let's get some healing from that shrine now. We'll need that once the thing wears off. This isn't great, but I think we might clear it out of the way. What all do I have that scales with that? I'm not really using that. I don't think there's any luck on any of that. That might work with luck, but it's not very good. Oh, luck would work on that for a bit of extra XP. Honestly, these aren't that great for me. I'll probably just grab some pool area so we don't leave quite as much XP behind while zooming around. I don't think any of these really matter too much.
Huh?
Then we will try and find something better, more lightning bolts. So what's my power damage at currently? 650%. Not really. More of that it is. Definitely not that. Rupture damage is increased 200%. Lightwear is only so Nixie and Maris, I think. Oh, maybe the Archer as well. I can't click it. Jesus, give me the lifelink, man. Actually, lifelink as a damage over time will make enemies not undamaged pretty quickly. So maybe we shouldn't because of this upgrade. We really want Lightning Bolt to be the first thing hitting them. Which means I probably have to go Ball Lightning again. Yeah, those really don't seem worth it. No, not a blue. I guess I'll take this to pass the level, basically. And then don't really care. And then I think fairly soon we'll have the healing back, hopefully. More fear, since that should actually deal some decent damage here. Whenever you get hit, become frozen and gain armor for a short duration. Isn't that pretty similar to that holiday item for Maris? What if we go Curiosity to banish a bunch of junk? And then look for those later on? So we can definitely banish that. I think that's not terrible if we have to level it at some point. Ooh, more damage versus undamaged enemies? Yes. This just always seems to give me negative stuff, so XP.
You wish to know?
More war pacts. We don't have the legendary that gives you like massive damage, but you take slightly increased damage. So that would actually be pretty good for Crom as well. Out of these, I don't think we had anything that was super good with that yet, so just some global damage is honestly not bad with how high my burst damage is going to be here. How many strikes do I have? 4? I guess we'll try and banish them. Just listen to those skeletons crunching all over the place.
Stormy cloud.
More lightning bolts. Do I want to banish anything here? We could probably get rid of that. And then, yeah, we probably will want that at high rarity, so might try and lock that in. Well, that didn't really help a lot. Let's go ahead and banish that, and then I guess we can take this. I'll have to get it at some point eventually, since we're almost done here. And then that'll make it a bit easier to find ball lightning, I guess. And the cooldown reduction. Well, red lifelink, I think it just messes up the build here with all of that damage versus undamaged enemies. I really want to do a vampire eagle build with that, but it would really mess up this build, so no. More healing. More movements. Like, just look at those skeletons getting destroyed by the lightning bolts. Do I really want to mess that up?
Hello there.
Oh, we can do one, sure. Got the cooldown, that's fine. Lock that in at red so we have something to level after the lightning bolts at least, since those are almost maxed out.
Allow me.
Wouldn't mind that, but with the like 30% master, I don't think we have to settle for those. More fear. I should probably get the ball lightning so we can remove those from the pool soon though. Probably more pool area here. Then more XP. Let's do some alterations here. Okay, we got the red haste. I'm fine locking that in. Then more movement speeds. I'm actually not 100% sure if that works on the eagle form, since your dash technically doesn't go anywhere. But it actually stacks up and multiplies the effect for every enemy inside of your dash. So you can get some pretty crazy numbers with enemies stacked up for that. Red chain lightning? I don't think so. I am going left. Ooh, red ball lightning. Yeah, we'll take that. So it's actually kind of weird with Eagle. It can become primed in Eagle form, but you can't have them both active at the same time. So you can do it kind of like Eagle form into ball lightning, where you'll have a pretty high uptime on increased speed and being almost immune to being hit. So they don't exactly work together, but they actually kind of synergize. That is actually junk with ball lightning. Or ball lightning here. We'll probably grab some healing now. We're over halfway done. Cooldown is fine. Dash area, that's honestly not terrible with ball lightning. At high level, it can hit pretty hard. So War actually has a ton of upgrades for the dash effects themselves. I guess you'll definitely want 10 if you want to do any very heavy dash focus builds then. Go cooldown reduction here, I think. I guess. More fear. I can't control myself. Get some XP there. Those are just all summons, I think. Don't know if it's super helpful, but we can lock it in at red. I guess one pretty big downside to the ball lightning is you can't actually dash during it. so you'll have less uptime on the druid's big power bonus while dashing. But it just adds so much survivability. We don't really have evade, so I don't think any of these matter too much. Go ahead and finish that one off since I think that's a 5 level one. I think that sounds more interesting here than the blades. Let's go a bit more healing here. It's so hard to click the shrines here. More ball lightning. So our power damage is up to 1005%. More ball lightning. Oh yeah, even harder to control now. Duration does work on the ball lightning, I think. 3.4 and 6.6 second cooldown. More movements. None of these really matter too much. Let's just go XP here, I think. More ball lightning. I don't think any of these matter too much now. This will help me get the war thing that gives big damage. But the run's almost over now. Power damage is pretty good. I'm just gonna get a bit more healing here. Don't think any of these matters too much now. More damage versus high HP enemies. Go for the big one-shots.
Need a sickle to face the...
Doesn't do anything, but I'll get it out of the way. Well, it helps out a little bit when we have downtime. So, new knife unique. Strikes have a chance to instantly kill enemies. And it has a very small chance to work on bosses. Interesting. I guess some luck here. Make it a bit easier to activate ball lightning at least. Probably more healing at this point. Oh, there we go. 166% damage dealt. Does have a bit of a downside, but absolutely. I wonder how hard the first lightning bolt is going to hit the boss here. Power area, I don't think that does a ton. It works on the fear thing, but it might actually be bad if it hits the boss before the lightning bolt does. Not that much on the first one, but all the ones afterwards are still kind of wrecking her. And we have a ball lightning for immunity until the end. And then I have to clear some junk that I'll never use. 2 revivals, huh? It's actually a lot of survivability. That's actually better than what I have now, I think. Uniques, gotta keep all of those. Don't care that much about that. That's pretty generic. Experience and summon attack speed on a fist. I don't think the druid has any summon based stuff, so I don't think we care about that. A lot of strike duration. That's interesting for the lightning strikes like tornado and hurricane and the death strikes. Lore, we need those. Don't think so. Hopefully that's enough now. And one of those was a unique, right? Constantly pulls enemies towards you. Interesting. A lot of shard pool area and pickup. So we ended up with 3,012% power damage. Plus some big multipliers on the global damage between the Fates and Crom there. 200% against enemies above 50%. Minus 244% against enemies below 50%. $51 million lightning bolts. 14 million for the blades at level 3 when we had 0 cast scaling is actually pretty nuts as well though. 7.8 on fear, but lightning bolts were zapping everything from far away. And we had some big bonuses to the first strike of those. Yeah, 488% against undamaged enemies was kind of nuts there. Just instantly zap all of the skeletons. 5400 XP from that. Luck scaled it up to 58%. 30% chance, 4.3 second duration, and 13-second cooldown. So here's what I've been running with currently. Full eagle form line with those two, and then just some permanent prime damage, which would have been power here plus some extra healing. You could take the extra dash slots. Wait, that's the upgrades for the dash, like lifelink and stuff, right? So you could do lifelink plus something else and use dashes as the damage with that. Might be kind of interesting. I don't really have much tier 3 gear yet. This has some okay power damage, cooldown reduction alterations. Master offers power projectiles count. I think that does work on lightning bolts. Yeah, they do have a projectile count, so it should. Really just a lot of master offers, some big power damage with that unique. Extra dash charge there. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.